will take part in the Good Sportsmanship Gift Exchange at midfield. Representing Conroe High School are Student Council Body Officers Renaya Maxey, Sherlyn Garcia, and Carly Wilson.
Hello everyone and welcome to Moorhead Stadium for tonight's non-district contest between your hometown Conroe High Tigers and the visiting Eisenhower Eagles from Aldine. I'm Jeremy McGrill and thrilled to be bringing you tonight's live action. We were delayed 1 hour, of course, by a large storm in the area, but now it's football time. If that's out of the way, we've got teams on the field, got drill teams, cheerleaders, everybody ready to go here tonight. The inflatables are up for when the teams come out. Just a little over 14 minutes away from kick here tonight. Looking forward to having you join us on this broadcast. And if you're following us on the live stream, please like the video and hit that bell under the video on the YouTube live stream. Subscribe to the channel so you can see all that's going on in Conroe ISD this year. All those likes and subscribes help get the word out and just spread the prominence of the videos on that platform and just put what our student athletes are doing out front and center. And again, looking forward to bringing this game here tonight. Delayed quite a long time by the thunderstorm that blew through. But of course now we are ready to play with Eisenhower and Conroe suited up, ready to get out here on the field. And I was notified before the game due to the construction that's going on here at the Conroe High campus. I'm going to help you guys follow along with the time, down and distance, and score throughout the game, because I've been informed that those graphics will probably not be up on the live stream like they normally are, but no worries. I'm your eyes in the booth here, and we'll help walk you through that. Of course, half the field will be a little bit hard for me to see tonight because of the rain. It's a little bit foggy up here in the window, but I'm going to do my best to capture numbers for you when they travel down to that part of the field. So it's the south end of the field that I'll have to squint to try and pick out those jersey numbers here tonight, but I'll be doing my best for you. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail. We're going to run some video here in the stadium, and I'll be back with you when the teams run out to give you a little bit more preview.
Game is also junior high
the
night.
district sponsor video will run here in seconds. After that, we'll bring the teams out. We'll have the hype video for the Conroe High Tigers come on, and of course I'll step aside for both of those. Again, I'll be back momentarily here.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle, or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle, or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
It's not enough to be the leader in robotic-assisted procedures if we're not by your side for every step of your recovery, guiding you back to what makes you, you. Because it's not enough to replace your knee. if we're not getting you to the moments that can't be replaced. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
For over 40 years, Woodforest National Bank has proudly supported the youth and schools of this great community. Our bank has grown through the years, and Montgomery County is our home. With over 30 convenient branch locations right here in Montgomery County, we are your community bank. Next time you're in the area, stop by and say hi. But for now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Our team at Buckaloo Chevrolet works hard every day to deliver a better car buying experience to every single customer. Just check out our reviews. Amazing to work with. Great customer service. They really care are just a few of the things our customers are saying about us. So if you're looking for a better selection, a better car buying experience, and of course, a better buy, head to Buckaloo Chevrolet today, one of Houston's fastest growing Chevy dealers. We're on I-45 in Conroe or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com. And remember,
it's a better buy at Buckaloo.
You've got a lot going on, so how do you find time to take care of you? At Houston Methodist, we work around your busy life. There's same-day visits when you're sick, online scheduling with specialists, access to all your records through MyChart, and video visits 24/7 if you need urgent care. Bringing you Houston Methodist's expertise, wherever, whenever you need it.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
And welcome back to Moorhead Stadium. We are just minutes from the teams entering the field here. A little over 9 minutes away from kickoff. We will have the Conroe High hype video running here soon. Again, thrilled to have you all on this live stream. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail. Had to wait out a storm tonight, but we're ready to play football here very shortly. Pleased to have you join us on this live stream for this game between the Conroe High Tigers and Aldine Eisenhower Golden Eagles.
Starting with the Eisenhower High School band, followed by the Mighty Tiger Band from Conroe High School.
Following that awesome hype video, the home team Conroe High Tigers are running out onto the field now. To help us get this one started is the visiting Eisenhower Eagles line up in their tunnel to run out. Again, just over 4 minutes away from kick. My name is Jeremy McGrail. I'd like to welcome all of you to our YouTube live stream, Conroe ISD Sports. Please help us out and give this video a like and subscribe to the Conroe ISD Athletics channel so you can be informed of everything going on this season at Conroe ISD. Conroe High Tigers went to Pato out in Katy last week and lost a 14-3 game. Tigers will be looking to get their first win of the season here tonight. After a lengthy storm delay here tonight, set us back a little over an hour. Eisenhower also played a team from Katy last week in Morton Ranch and lost their first contest as well by a score of 21-19. So both of these teams, Conroe and Eisenhower, are here tonight looking for their first wins of the year. Of course, Conroe High School led by head coach Cedric Hardiman. Eisenhower led by their head coach Eric Jackson. Both Jackson and Hardiman started at their respective schools right around the same time. They also both have ties to the A-League area. Not sure if they would have known each other from back then. Of course, Coach Hardiman for Conroe was at A-League Taylor for a long time. Coach Jackson has some ties to Hastings there in A-League as well. Yeah, they both started right around at the end of 2017, early 2018 in the case of Hardiman, whereas Jackson started at the tail end of 2017. Or rather, it was Hardiman that started here at Conroe in December 2017, Jackson in February 2018. We've got the Conroe home fans in the stands here now. Teams are lined up ready to say the national anthem, so we'll step away for that.
If everyone could please rise and face the center of the field for the presentation of our national colors by the Conroe High School Army Junior ROTC Battalion Color Guard and the national anthem played by the legendary Conroe Tiger Band. The color guard consists of left guard Cadet Corporal Bland, Texas flag Cadet Sergeant Mendoza, American flag Cadet First Sergeant Yasa, right guard, Cadet Corporal Stanley. Battalion is commanded by Cadet First Sergeant Yasa. Please join me in standing until the colors have exited the field.
And with the national anthem, we are ready to bring these teams out to midfield here. Get ready for our opening kickoff of the night. Again, if you're just joining the stream, my name is Jeremy McGrail. Welcome you here tonight, and thank you for joining us after that lengthy storm delay. It was a huge storm that was located just to the north, kind of northwest of the stadium for a long time, over an hour. Still kind of sprinkling out there a little bit. So the field has been just soaked here for the last hour, but of course one of those field turf fields that drains very well, so we'll see how the players deal with the footing. I have to be honest here, our press box window up here is extremely fogged out, so I'll see objects moving on the field, but picking out numbers tonight may be kind of hard, at least until this clears up with the humidity from the rain and the air conditioning in the press box and some of the other kind of quirks we get here in the building at Moorhead. Very difficult to see. It's completely fogged out, so I'll do my best for you, and of course tonight I'll also be helping you with the score, time, and down in distance, as I was told those would not be on the stream per normal due to some of the technology challenges we're having here at Moorhead with all the construction going on. We plan to have that corrected hopefully soon, but yeah, because of all that's going on here, expanding this campus to try and fit the over 5,000 students that are on the Conroe High campus right now. Yeah, some technical difficulties, but again, we're going to bring you this action. We've got a lot of great camper people getting you some fantastic shots of everything going on here tonight. Got captains at midfield about to walk out here, meet their Eisenhower counterparts, get this coin toss done, and see who's going to take the opening kick here. Of course, Eisenhower visiting us from Aldine. Of course, in my childhood, I always remember Eisenhower as just being one of the premier teams in all the Houston area, and really at the time, this is in the early to mid to late 90s, they were one of the best in the state. I would say Eisenhower, along with Jack Yates, during that time through the mid to just about the later part of the 90s, were the premier programs in the Houston area. So very proud program, and Eisenhower gracious enough to make the trip up I-45 here tonight and wait out that delay with us. Appreciate any Eisenhower fans that have made the trip up 45 along with the team. Wish them the best going back home later on. Yeah, Conroe High Tigers out here tonight looking for their first win of the season. We're in a defensive slugfest against Katy Pato last week out at Legacy Stadium. Lost that one 14-3. Of course, last year we knew the Conroe Tigers as a team that was involved in a lot of offensive games, just given the nature of how that team played. But we'll see how they match up with Eisenhower tonight and maybe get a little bit more offense going. Of course, after having graduated Garlock, we'll see Javarius Hatchett at the quarterback position here tonight, along with the very familiar Lewis Williams, number 3 at receiver for the Tigers. He's been doing it for 3 years now at an all-district level, so of course we'll have our eyes on number 3 quite a bit. And also on the other side for Eisenhower, their number 3, Ryan Niblett, is one of the top recruits in the state of Texas. So go ahead and circle that name if you got an Eisenhower roster in front of you. Or, yeah, it'll become apparent very quickly what his skill set is as you watch Eisenhower here tonight. Again, both of these teams just trying to get off the mark here this season and get their first win of the year. It's going to happen for one of them here tonight. Looks like Conroe is going to kick the ball away to get us started here. Again, that storm delay for us tonight was a little over an hour in length. Just a massive storm. Again, the field will be very wet after that. We'll see if footing is a challenge for either one of these teams here in the early going. Get the ball down, and I believe that is Arjit Singh, a junior kicker for Conroe, that's going to kick it away to the Eagles. Ike back to receive. Let that touch out. Take the ball. 25 to start. Again, extremely difficult to see with the combination of humidity and air conditioning. First down for Eisenhower, 12 minutes, first quarter, 0-0 as we begin here tonight. In fact, I'm actually going to have to watch the video board here so I can track what's going on the play. Ball on Eisenhower's own 25-yard line. They let that opening kick touchback.
5-yard penalty, first down.
And it looks like we're going to start with immediate penalty there. Be 1st and 15 for Eisenhower, early procedure penalty. They've got 2 backs there in the backfield, split back formation. Again, another flag comes in. We're going to have to work to get this first play off tonight. Head official gives us the call here. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail, and thank you for joining this stream. I encourage you, along with liking this video and hitting that bell on YouTube, follow us on the other platforms, Twitter and Instagram, Conroe ISD Athletics, at Conroe ISD Sports handle on both of those. Eisenhower will attempt to get the first play off of the night here. Motion across. Be a sweep. Conroe is going to swarm right away. Great defensive stop for the Tigers. As they had a host of Tiger defenders in on that tackle. Good start for the defense. Bring up 2nd and 13, 11:38 and counting in the first quarter here. Ball on Eisenhower's own 22-yard line, backed up for that penalty. And only a 2-yard gain. Back pass, man wide open over the middle. First down for Ike. Number 5 for Eisenhower on the reception. Jamori Coleman, senior receiver for the Eagles. Just hit a little post over the middle, popped wide open. Bring Eisenhower out to midfield, 11 minutes remaining in the first quarter, 1st and 10. First drive of the ball game. Quarterback on the keeper spins off. Rumble forward for a few more yards, and the quarterback for Eisenhower tonight is Zacchaeus Henry, senior quarterback for Big Ike, number 11. Joining Henry in the backfield is running back, looks like number 28, not on their roster. Another keep by Henry. We approach the 10-minute mark remaining in the first quarter here. Showing 2nd and 7 for the down and distance right now. Again, just getting started here tonight. First drive of the ball game. Again, we had that storm delay that lasted over an hour pregame. A lot of home side fans here waited that out. They're here with their umbrellas up on the home side of the stadium as it continues to sprinkle a little bit. Quick throw out left, complete, but Conroe's on it. We're going to swarm that. Good play by the D. A ton of guys from Conroe in on that stop. You know, it's interesting to get my first look at Conroe this year, just given what we saw last year with all the offense. Graduated some key players on both sides of the ball, so I was really looking forward to getting a look at what the Tigers are fielding this year. Quick throw out to the right. Again, Conroe's going to swarm that and stop it. Doing a good job of tackling here early on. They've only allowed that one pass. That'll bring up a 4th down and 4 to go on the down and distance. We are at 8:50 in the first quarter now. Of course, Eisenhower is very much in the go zone here. They are on the Conroe 32-yard line. great chance for the Tiger defense to send an early message here, come up with a stop. Let's see if they do it. Eisenhower looking to the sideline for the play. Another false start. That's going to complicate things a little bit. It'll be 4th and 9 now. Ball on the Conroe 37 after the yardage backed up for that penalty. So we approach 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter tonight. And Eisenhower going to get in punt formation now and just do a little pop kick. See if they can down it. It won't take a favorable bounce fielded by Conroe. He's going to be tripped up there as he was trying to get around the edge. That was number 13 for Conroe High on that return. That's Nigel Ladea Jr. I believe we saw him last year as a sophomore, so he should be one of our returning players here tonight. Had to field it and try and make something happen there. Otherwise, if he doesn't, that ball's probably downed inside the 5. So had the right idea there to try and get out of that deep position. It was a nice little punt by Eisenhower. Let's get our first look at Javarius Hatchett. Handoff around the right side. Number 7 on the carry, Jermico Green. Sophomore running back for the Tigers. Youngster getting his first home action here tonight. Second and 5. Score still 0-0 here tonight at Moorhead. Quick throw out left, incomplete. Might have had a little space had he been able to make that grab. Bring up a 3rd and 5 here. 7:29 remaining in the first quarter after that incompletion. And Conroe pinned deep in their own territory, ball on their own 8-yard line here. 3rd and 5. First quarter action here tonight from Moorhead. Hatchett under pressure. He's going to get out of it. Got some room, see if he can get the first. Can be close. Should have enough. And the first down by a couple of yards. Good job of balance by Hatchett, keeping his feet there as he leaped out to the right. Under heavy pressure on that one. See an empty backfield for Conroe. Hatchett. Sweep. Nope, keeping. Good job by Hatchett there. Get a few more positive yards now. Conroe's got some room to work with. Not pinned so deep. Put the ball on Conroe's 22-yard line. 6:54 counting here in the first quarter. No score. 2nd and 4. Hatchett going to come to the near sideline to his favorite target, Lewis Williams. They're going to say he was out of bounds when he caught that. Did not get a foot down. 3rd and 4, 6:41 to go in the first quarter. After that, ruled incompletion. Again, looking for Lewis Williams, Mr. All-District from the last 2 years. Been a huge part of this Conroe High Tiger offense. And what's going to go down as one of the better careers in school history, particularly at the receiver position. Hatchett again under pressure as soon as he caught that snap. He's just going to have to eat it and go down. That'll bring up a 4th and 7. Ball on Conroe High's 19-yard line. They're going to have to punt it away. 6:20 and counting remaining in the first quarter as they line up to get the punt off. snap, line drive, kick away. We'll take a favorable bounce for the Tigers. Going to bounce inside of the Eisenhower 40, so good result on that punt.
At the 38-yard line.
Again, I would imagine that's a pretty wet football right now with all the rain that we've just had. So you just hope for a clean fielding of the ball. No gifts for the opposition. The Eisenhower offense will take the field again. Quarterback Zacchaeus Henry, number 11. And again for Ike, big danger man, number 3, Ryan Niblett, one of the top recruits in the entire state of Texas. You run up the middle for Ike.
Handoff goes to number 5, Jamari Coleman. Leading the way for the Tigers, number 8, Luca Dietrich.
Of course, back in the day, I got used to watching that veer triple option that Eisenhower ran for all those years so successfully when they advanced to state semifinals all those years in the 90s. It was Aldine High that had the initial success in that area in 89-90 time frame, and then Eisenhower just came on like a freight train in the early to mid-90s. Elevated themselves to be one of the top programs in all the Houston area, along with Jackie Yates at the time.
Exiting at the line of scrimmage, number 20, Maddox Rodell.
Bring up a 3rd and 5 for Eisenhower after that play, 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Defensive opening to this football game so far, so kind of taking a similar storyline to the games these two teams played last week. He tries to rifle one, it's going to fall incomplete. Bring up a 4th and 5. Of course, conditions probably playing a role for both of these teams. You know they want to throw it around the yard ideally. Probably a little bit tougher to do tonight with these conditions. Rain should be settling down now. Hopefully soon, but still a nice little sprinkle coming down from what I can see in the puddles on the field. Around the track, I should say. This field drains extremely well. Punt by Eisenhower, cleanly fielded up the sideline. Good return. Set up the Conroe High Tigers. Much better field position this time to start, not backed up into their own end zone. Hatchet and the Tiger offense will appreciate that. A little bit easier to work. Ball will be on Conroe High's 35-yard line. 65 yards away from pay dirt. 4:07 remaining in the first quarter. No scores here so far from Moorhead Stadium. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail, and thank you all for joining us on this Conroe ISD live stream. Run around the left side, got a little bit of space. Good run. It's going to be a first down.
Handoff goes to number 7, Jermico Green.
And that's our sophomore running back, Jermico Green, debuting in front of the home crowd here tonight. Lots of space around the left there when they got around that edge. Really good positive start. Put the ball on the 45-yard line now. Getting into what we call the go zone for an offense, where any play goes once you get out to a certain yard line. Run out of bounds on that one. .332 to go here in the first quarter tonight. No score. 2nd down and 10 for Conroe High. Make that 2nd and 7. They got a few yards on that. Hatchett's going to roll right and throw. Incomplete. Bring up a 3rd and 7. Ball on the Conroe High 48-yard line right at midfield. 3:25 remaining in the first quarter here. Yeah, Conroe High challenged themselves out of the gate last week by playing Pato, defending Class 5A Division I state champions. Pato's now moved up to the 6A level as part of that very large 9-team Katy district now. So just like our district here in Conroe ISD now with 9 teams itself and 13 6A. Let's get screen out to the right. Nice catch, still fighting for yards. Good job getting an extra couple of yards just from sheer effort there. And there goes that man again, Lewis Williams.
Lewis Williams third, picks up enough yardage for Tigers.
Of course, you know, for the Tigers, Williams will be involved a ton this season. Sure, Hatchett, after serving as an understudy to last year's All-District Garlock, has been looking forward to getting that connection going all off-season. Back to pass again, he's going to look deep down the middle. Going to fall incomplete. Williams, intended man again. Eisenhower had that one covered. 3:02 remaining in our first quarter here tonight. Bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on the Eisenhower 43-yard line. Conroe High got the first drive in Ike territory here tonight. Got something going, want to keep it going. Again, 2nd and 10 down in distance. Hatchett, flanked by a split backfield there. Handoff, ball on the ground though. Again, just never got that mesh. Ball hits the turf. Love the black and gold we've got going on both sides tonight. Classic colors. Hatchett's going to look to the sideline. 3rd down and 13. 2:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Second's going to be incomplete. Bring up a 4th and 13. 2:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Having to look out of the side window for you all here tonight and look at actually the video replay board because it's too hard to see out of the front of the press box here. Got some openings from the outside. So the outside air mixing with air conditioning and a ton of humidity from the rain means the windows are completely fogged. Great punt by Conroe there, down coffin corner style there around the 5-yard line. It's number 33, Jabori Sykes, that was there to down that football, pin Ike really deep in their own territory here. 2:06 remaining in the first quarter. Again, still no score. Conroe High had a nice drive there. They'll take some momentum and positive feelings from that. Of course, Eisenhower took their first drive into Conroe Tiger territory, but could not come up with any points either on that one. So locked in a defensive stalemate here early on tonight. Again, both of these teams familiar with this kind of game because they were both in it last week. Defensive struggles in both games. That's now we're going to throw deep from their own end zone. Nobody in the neighborhood of that throw. Conroe High had a defender there though. Good job by the Tigers. And Conroe High, given the large district we just talked about in 13-6A, this is their last warm-up game, and then they jump straight into district play next week. In that race for the playoffs. Should be a really fun district slate for us to watch. Can't wait to get that going next week.
Tigers.
1:38 and counting here in the first quarter. Make that 1:35 and counting now. 3rd and 7 for Eisenhower. 0-0 score, first quarter. Again, for anybody just joining us, delayed a little over an hour because of the huge storm that was in the area here in Moorhead. Conroe High is going to hold defensively there. Stop Eisenhower short of the line to gain. Approach the 1 minute mark here remaining in the first quarter. Here's a chance for the Tigers to get some great field position. Ike's going to punt from their own 13-yard line. Punter's actually going to be right around the goal line. Yeah, he is on the goal line, punting, trying to punt this one away. See if the Tigers can get a good return here. Really good chance to make something happen. They can get a clean field. Does get it. He's going to have a chance to make a play. Running up the sideline, looking for space. He's going to get all the way in the red zone. Still on his feet. What a run inside the 10. Outstanding punt return. Just what the Tigers needed there. Had a chance to make something happen, and they did. Caught it on the run. Just a dream for a punt return. It's number 34, I think, for Conroe. Trey Simmons, senior. Stuff dreams are made of for a punt returner. Nearly was able to keep his balance all the way to the end zone, but Conroe High on the 8-yard line of Eisenhower. Great chance to get their first touchdown of the season. Again, only scored 3 points last week, so you know they want to get in the end zone here. Run around the edge to be touchdown, Conroe High. First touchdown of the season for your Tigers. Great design on that sweep. Hold the camera. They get in there around the right side. Let's see if I can pick out the ball carrier here. Touchdown, Conroe High. 6-0 on the scoreboard. There's 22 seconds left in our first quarter here tonight. That's exactly what you have to do if you're the Tigers. Capitalize on a great opportunity they got through that punt return. Arjun Singh on with PAT. Gonna be good. Singh is a junior. Nailed that PAT. Great job by him. 7-0 Conroe High over Eisenhower. Again, Conroe High defense doing their job, pinning Eisenhower deep, forcing that favorable punt, which punt returner Trey Simmons happily obliged, catching it on the run, getting it all the way down to the Eisenhower 8-yard line. For the Conroe High offense, one play and boom, touchdown. Again, I mentioned in the pregame, of course, Conroe High led by head coach Cedric Hardiman. Eisenhower led by Eric Jackson. Both head coaches have ties to the A-Leap area. Coach Hardiman, of course, spent a good chunk of his career at A-Leap Taylor High School as defensive coordinator and recruiting director there. Jackson, on the Eisenhower side, I believe his ties in the A-Leap area are to the Hastings side of the house down there on the southwest side of town. So don't know if they know each other from back in those days. But both men doing it for Northside programs here now as Eisenhower runs out a kick return. Number 6 for Ike on that return. Joseph Albright, a sophomore, showing some nice speed there to turn the corner. Again, Hardiman and Jackson joined, or took their head coaching positions rather, right around the same time. I believe for Hardiman it was December 2017 when he took the Conroe job, and it was February 2018 for Jackson and the Eisenhower job. So both of them been in their jobs now for 4 to 5 years, and the senior classes they have now are kind of the first ones to come in totally under their leadership, so just trying to lay their respective foundations in each program. Zacchaeus Henry comes out again to lead the Ike offense. Going to catch the ball, try and run right up the middle. A little bit off on the snap there. Yeah, and Conroe High defense doing a great job of swarming so far here tonight, and that's going to run out the remainder of the first quarter. There goes the whistle, so the teams are going to reverse into the field here with your Conroe High Tigers leading Eisenhower by a score of 7-0. Conroe High getting their first touchdown of the season. You'd love to see it. On a cleverly designed run play. After the long kick return set them up on the 8-yard line of Eisenhower. Yeah, we appreciate any of you staying up late with us here tonight at Moorhead. Delayed a little over an hour, got started a little bit after 8. Not too bad. Yeah, just massive storm in the area, so hopefully we can stay clean for the rest of the night here to avoid any further delay. Again, fans here on the Conroe High side having a great time. They don't mind. They just want to see their Tigers play their first home game of the year. Have a nice little visiting contingent up from Eisenhower, sitting through the rain to watch their boys play. And making that trek up I-45. From the Big Ike area there. Impressed by the way this Conroe High defense is tackling here early on tonight. Bring up a 2nd and 8, caught for a 2-yard, or 3rd and 5 rather after that, sorry. 11:40 and counting here in the second quarter. Conroe High Tigers trying to make yet another stop. Of course, when Hardeman was at A-League Taylor, defense was his signature. It's like you knew A-League Taylor was bringing a good defense every year he was there. Looking to see that translate here at Conroe, and maybe this is the year it does. Zacchaeus Henry's going to break a first down run there. Good job by him keeping his feet. Having to do a lot of leg work here so far tonight. Again, with these wet conditions, making it a little bit more challenging to throw the ball. So both of these teams kind of have to change a little bit what their normal character would be, as kind of spread teams that want to throw the ball a little bit more. So 4 receivers set for Ike now. Quick handoff. Conroe High wise to that challenge, going to shut it down. As you're watching this stream on YouTube, please like and hit that bell to subscribe to the Conroe ISD Athletics channel. We appreciate it if you do the same on our other social media channels on Twitter and Instagram. Conroe ISD Athletics at Conroe ISD Sports handles. So you can follow all this great action. Of course, district play starting next week. Final dress rehearsal here tonight for Conroe High, and then straight to business next week. District begins, and what a swarm job by the Conroe High defense there. He's tackling the running back as he received the handoff. Outstanding defense there by the Tigers. Brings up a 3rd and 11. 10 minutes remaining here in the second quarter tonight. Conroe High leading 7-0 over Eisenhower. Defense doing a really good job tonight. Bending a little bit, but not breaking so far. Trying to use these wet conditions to their advantage. They're going to make Henry run for his life here. They're going to get him for a huge loss, throws it away. Did not see a flag come in for grounding. Regardless, we'll bring up a 4th and 11 if there is no call for grounding. It doesn't appear there is. 9:34 remaining in the second quarter. Very impressive start here tonight for your Conroe High Tiger defense. Just all over Henry there. Nowhere to go with that ball. Just getting all kinds of pressure from their defensive line. Great sign for Conroe. Can be fielded again. Space to return this one. Comes Simmons again around the right side. He's turned the corner. Gets out to about the 37, 38 yard line, but another positive return. what I've noticed so far is the Conroe High is doing a great job of blocking up front, preventing people from making it all the way back there to be in the kick return, the punt returner space rather. Doing a good job of allowing him space when he catches the football to do something with it. So with Conroe High leading 7-0, they'll take the ball with 9:22 remaining in the second quarter. Again, I'm trying to be sure to keep you guys updated on score, down, distance, and time. So we don't have those per normal on the stream, just given some of the technical challenges we're having here at Moorhead Stadium, given all the construction going on to Conroe High School right now. As any of you who frequent this area or who attend or are associated with Conroe High School right now, you know exactly what's going on here. Just the whole campus, it seems like, is getting just torn up as they renovate and try and accommodate the over 5,000 students they have on the Conroe High School campus right now. Between the two campuses, I should say, freshman and senior campuses. Hard to believe they have that many students now, but they do. This area has grown tremendously. Also reflected in the 13-6A slate this year with 9 teams in the district. So, of course, that means Tigers getting straight into the mix next week. So district play will begin. They'll start trying to get their way into the state playoffs by winning one of the top 4 spots in the district. Going to be a QB keep there from Hatchet. Gain a couple. 2nd and 7. That'll bring up a 3-yard gain for Hatchet. Approach the 9-minute mark until halftime here. Again, Conroe High wanting to add on to their 7-0 lead here. Take advantage while they have it. Hatchet trying to get the signals from the sideline. Looks like it is still kind of drizzling there on the field from what I can see in the puddles along the track there. Still see raindrops hitting it. Razzle dazzle there, hand off on the sweep now, kind of trying to go counter to what they did. Good tough running there. Not a whole lot to work with there, but number 5, I believe, on the carry for Conroe, Cameron Thomas, a senior. It's a good tough run there by him. Approaching the 8-minute mark here. 3rd and 7 for the Tigers on their own 42-yard line, trying to drive into the ICAP of the field again here. See if they can make this conversion. Going to be an option, speed option pitch. They're going to have the first down. Well executed. Tough play to execute in these conditions, but they nail it. Great job. Probably caught Eisenhower off balance there with that call. Hatchet's a great ball handler. Is that junior Nick Medina on the carry? That's what it looked like, number 1 for the Tigers. Hatchet back to throw, 1st and 10. Has a man wide open. They're going to run that all the way in the red zone. He's still going. It's going to be a touchdown. Maybe. Can he get there? Tripped up just short. Looked like he was going to finish that one off, but very close. Great play. That's Cameron Thomas, number 5 senior. Outstanding catch and run. Nice bullet throw by Hatchet to get it into him there, curl route. Just great job running after the catch. Placed the ball on the 2-yard line of Eisenhower. 7:15 remaining in the first quarter. Run up the middle, try and push it in. Let's see, did they get it? Touchdown. Yes, let's add another one. Nick Medina Jr. doing a dance. Go ahead. You deserve it after that. 2 good plays by him. Home team Tigers enjoying themselves here so far tonight with 7:05 remaining in the second quarter. It's now Conroe High 13, Eisenhower 0. So we have a PAT attempt here. See if I can get the number on the kicker. Again, I'm having to look out of the side window here in the press box. Watch the video screen for the whole game because the whole front side of the press box up here is fogged out. You can't see a thing. Glorious combination of humidity press box air conditioning working against us here up in the booth. But we're loving life anyway. We're making it work. Enjoying this strong Conroe High School start to this football game here tonight. Up 14-0 with that PAT over the Big Ike Eagles. 7:05 remaining second quarter. And Conroe High defense setting the tone here tonight early. And now Conroe High offense obliging on a short field first. They only had to go 8 yards on their initial scoring drive of the night. On this drive, had a lot more work to do starting from their own end of the field. They're putting a great drive together. On the explosive play by number 5, Cameron Thomas, to get it all the way down to the 2-yard line and then finished off by Nick Medina on the touchdown run, junior Medina. So Conroe High is going to set it up here to kick it deep. Ike drops the ball there. The ball's still going. Conroe High is going to pick this one up. It's going to be Tiger ball. They're just going to capitalize here on special teams now. It's all going Conroe High's way. Great job. Great job of being aware. This is the kind of thing that can happen in rainy football games like this. We got just wet ball, wet field, wet everything. It's kind of a deep-ish kick. Landed around 15-yard line to Ike. Returner tried to field it, just dropped it. Are they going to place this for a re-kick? Yeah, again, trying to watch this out of the side window. I must have missed something there, but it looks like we're re-kicking. Wow, there's a huge change in momentum potentially. So Conroe High would have had that football right on the doorstep of the third touchdown and had that counted. In 7:01 remaining in the second quarter, Conroe High leading 14-0 over Ike as they try and place the ball here for another kick. Again, I can't tell you what just happened there, unfortunately, but maybe you saw something on the stream that I missed. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrill. This is my first game at Moorhead for this season, my second season doing Conroe ISD commentary for high school football. Very pleased to be back. Joining you all here again at Moorhead for more action here in 22. Like what I see so far from the Tigers. Ike will field this one cleanly. A good coverage by the Tigers. They're going to shut that one down. Pin Ike right about their own 20. 6:53 remaining in the second quarter after that kickoff. Conroe High defense has had their tail feathers up here so far tonight. Just swarming the football. Not allowing Eisenhower much joy at all. It's like Ike's made a few plays, but after bending a little bit, Conroe's just shut the door entirely on them. So we'll see if they can keep that kind of momentum going.
During the return, clock is on the way. Return team, number 32. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
First and 10, Eisenhower. The ball on their own 10-yard line, backed up once again. Again, Ike trying to get back into this football game on this possession. Have yet to see number 3, Niblett, touch the ball for Eisenhower. Conroe swarms the running back for Ike there. Tackles about no gain. Conroe is just beating these blocks consistently. Just getting all over these ball carriers for Eisenhower, just not letting them get anywhere. Just coming through totally unblocked, it seems, on every play just about. Just able to swarm ball carriers or pass receivers right when they catch the ball anywhere near the line of scrimmage. Just a phenomenal job by the Tiger defense tonight, just setting the tone. 2nd and 10 now, down in distance, 5:53 remaining, second quarter. Gonna look for a deep corner is Eisenhower. Ball's gonna hit the turf though. Just having a lot of trouble making plays are the Eagles. Bring up 3rd and 10, 5:48 remaining in the second quarter. Another chance for your Conroe High Tiger defense to get off the field. See if they can give their offense another chance here to receive the ball. Again, we encourage you, please like this video, hit the bell to subscribe to Conroe ISD Athletics. Visit us on the other platforms as well, Instagram and Twitter. Conroe ISD Athletics, at Conroe ISD Sports there. And we have an awesome district schedule that's going to start next week. As the teams around the district finish up their dress rehearsals. Over at the bank, the Woodlands is taking on Houston Lamar here tonight. Should be a good football game. Timeout on the field. We appreciate those of you sticking with us on this live stream for all the stormy action we've had around the Houston area here tonight. Looks like pretty much every game around the area was affected by those evening thunderstorms. Lots of delays around town. Some great football being played this weekend, so I was hoping the clouds would lift at least long enough for us to get this action in here. It's extremely valuable work for these teams to get. Eisenhower going to punt it away here. Again, Conroe High is going to have a great opportunity on the Eisenhower 29-yard line to make something happen here going into half, extend their lead if they can. Hatchet and Tiger offense have a great chance to do just that, and they should. Whenever you're fortunate enough to have an advantage in this game, it's a good idea to press it. Take full advantage, that's what great teams do. Hatchet back out here to lead the Tigers. Quick throw. Be caught. Again, another good run after the catch here. Good athleticism. Be close to another first down. Five, 10 and counting remaining in the second quarter here. Plenty of time for Conroe, given their position on the field. Couldn't quite see what happened there, but that'll stop the clock. 5:05 remaining. Be 3rd down and 2, according to the scoreboard. It's a bunch formation now from Conroe High. Like a trip set there, yep, near side bunched up. Gonna motion one across. Handoff around the right side, clever design there. On that sweep.
Handoff goes to number 7, Jermichael Green.
Number 7, Jermichael Green, sophomore. You've seen him involved a few times here tonight carrying the football. Good positive gain, be a first down, 4:50 and counting in the second quarter. Conroe High on the doorstep of adding to their lead on the 13-yard line of Eisenhower. See if the Tigers can punch it in again here. Stop the play. Teams will come to the sidelines here. Timeout on the field. Getting Hatchet, despite the fact they only scored 3 points last week against that tough defense out in Peyto. You know, threw for 230 yards, 16 of 18. So pretty respectable stat line. No TDs, no interceptions. Of course, he'll want to do a lot more of that this season. Of course, on hopefully better nights than tonight in terms of the weather world. We'll be able to do that a little bit more, but they're making it work so far here tonight, which is the name of the game. It's like you can't control the conditions that you play in. They're doing exactly what they need to do, which is put points on the scoreboard. So they huddle up here. Again, looking at what should be an extremely competitive district. So they're going to want all the positive momentum they can get out of this game here tonight as they head into district play. Again, defense looking really sharp for the Tigers. Offense making things happen now as well. This Hatchet's going to look for room around the right. He's going to throw. Has man, touchdown Tigers. Third touchdown of the night. Let's see who caught that one. That is number 6 for your Tigers, Braylon Reese Jr. Great job of Hatchet buying time, moved around the right side. Finds his open man in the end zone. Good zip throw in there, so that'll bring the score 20-0 Conroe. So you have a PAT 4:27 remaining in the second quarter. Conroe High coming out here tonight after that storm delay all over Eisenhower. Kick is up and good. Score now, Conroe High 21, Ike 0. Again, 4:27 remaining in the second quarter here tonight. First action of the year here at the home stadium, Moorhead, for the Conroe High Tigers. Pre-game as we were waiting out that storm delay, I was checking out the construction going on the south end of the field here. Of course, the side closest to the Conroe High campus. A ton going on campus here, and that's why got a few things, these stream-wise, that aren't quite working yet, but we'll get working for you here soon. Doing my best to keep you guys updated on everything with the down and distance and time remaining here tonight. Keep you updated on this great score for your Tigers so far here tonight. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail. I'm thrilled to have you all on this live stream. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing if you're staying up here with us on this Friday night. Kick away and deep, going to be fielded by Ike cleanly. Run around the left side, showing some good speed there. Eisenhower, very well known for having fast players over the years. One of the staples of their program for a long time. It's like, you know, if they've got one thing, they've got guys who can run. Long history in that program of producing college and even NFL prospects. Proud history in the Aldine area. All started by Aldine High and then Eisenhower after that. It's Conroe High defense swarming again at the line of scrimmage, just dominating the front. dominating the point of attack. It's really difficult for Ike to get anything going because of that matchup that Conroe's just owning right now. So under 4 minutes to go until half, 3:55 and counting. 2nd and 7 down and distance for Ike. Ball is on their own 33-yard line. Eisenhower's moving from north to south, moving towards the south end zone here.
Takes the handoff around the left side. Coming up, making a stop, number 4, King Trentham.
Bring up a 2nd and 7 after that stop by the Tigers, 3:20 and counting until half. Conroe High defense trying to hold to another 3 and out here. See if they can put the ball in the hands of their offense yet again. 3rd and 5, I should say, on down and distance now. Approaching 3 minutes to go until half when this ball snapped. A lot of motion here for Ike. Again, free pressure just coming in, completely unabated. No time for Henry to set his feet there. Had a receiver streaking downfield, but Conroe's going to cover that. Again, just immense pressure that they're applying on the Ike backfield. 2:49 remaining until half. Ike's going to have to punt it away again. The Conroe High defensive front is just feasting out here tonight. They're going to draw a lot of confidence from what they've been able to do here tonight. Getting all over that punt. It's 2:44 remaining until halftime here. It's like Conroe High's going to take over at the Ike 23-yard line, making a special teams play there. Outstanding. Leading 21-0 and going to look to get greedy and tack on even more here. You're allowed to be as greedy as you want in this game. Hatchett back out to lead the offense, going to motion across the formation. Hatchett looking to the end zone, man open, touchdown, great catch. Great execution on that pass. Just really impressed with this design on these plays. Conroe High here tonight, getting on a roll. So everything they're dialing up is working. Braylon Reese Jr. on that touchdown grab. Just outstanding. What wet conditions, says Hatchett. He's just going to throw the ball around the yard anyway. Great accuracy and just, again, great hands by the receiver there. Caught it in the back of the end zone. Not always the easiest ball to catch because he's kind of running away from the throw a little bit there. His momentum's taking him out of the back of the end zone and slightly away from the quarterback, so it's actually not as easy as he made it look there. And I can say that as someone who is a former receiver. As the kick goes up and good. The count is now Conroe 28, Ike 0, 2:38 remaining until halftime. All Conroe here tonight. Had a tough sledding first game against the defending 5A Division I state champions last week out in Katy. Having it all their way here tonight are the Tigers. Great to see. Looking forward to seeing what this Conroe team can summon in district play here. Again, should be outstanding competition when you have the likes of the Woodlands, Willis, New Caney, Oak Ridge, who should be good after having all those young players last year. Conroe High here, of course, Grand Oaks. And then our newcomers, Cleveland, Caney Creek as well. Of course, I had a chance to see New Caney out in Montgomery last week, and they should be a really nice addition to the district. Looking forward to seeing how they hold up against the competition we have here. Have some talented football players out there this year. Eisenhower's going to take this kick. Conroe's going to shut him down. Ike will take over around their own 32-33-yard line. 2:33 remaining until halftime. Again, your Conroe High School Tigers leading Big Ike 28-0. Again, Ike so far here tonight just totally unable to cope with this defensive front for Conroe. I'm seeing guys for Conroe just running through untouched basically every snap now. See if Ike can put up a little more resistance, or if Conroe High's just going to have it all their way here tonight. First and 10 for Eisenhower here, pending this snap. Quick throw out, left side, complete. Makes the first man miss, and that's Niblett. It's actually number 7 for Ike, Jonathan Corbin, a junior, on that catch. Timeout on the field. Again, read off this week 2 action for you here tonight involving our district teams. You have Willis at Temple tonight. Should be an outstanding football game. Porter at New Caney, Caney Creek at Galena Park. Dobie at Grand Oaks was last night. Grand Oaks won that one 17-14. You have Oak Ridge at Stratford tonight. Eisenhower, of course, here at Conroe, game we're watching tonight. Cleveland at Alvin tonight. College Park at Klein Kane tonight. And then, of course, the game over at Woodforest. Houston Lamar at the Woodlands. Should be an outstanding football game too. Lamar always pretty good. Looking deep down the field, nearly had his man there, just out of the reach of the intended Eisenhower receiver. This is the closest Ike has come to hitting a huge play here tonight, and they're looking for him because trailing 28-0, they've got to have it somehow, some way. Off the fingertips there, nearly making that connection. Would have been a touchdown, had a step or two on the Conroe defender. Bring up 3rd and 7, 2:19 remaining until half. See if the Tigers can get this stop here. Heavy pressure on the backfield again, but they're going to keep and run. They're going to get the first down. Eisenhower took a chance with that play call, but it came off perfectly for them. Move the chains with 2:13 remaining until half. They're going to wind the clock now, 2:10 and counting. Until our halftime here tonight. At Moorhead. Hope you'll stick with us over halftime. Come back for the second half. Watch this home team continue to do its thing. Still minute 54 remaining. Conroe High trying to keep that shutout intact. Going into the locker room. Done some great work here tonight. Want to hold on to their deserved reward of a shutout if at all possible here. Eisenhower on their own 46-yard line, so they're out near the all-go zone around midfield. Another keeper. Ball comes out. What a hit by the Conroe High defense. Recovered by the Tigers. Outstanding defense. For Conroe High, it looked like number 43, Braylon Thomas, a senior, actually fell on that football. As the officials confer here, we'll see what the call is. 1 minute, 48 seconds remaining until half. And that'll be a costly one. It's going to erase the turnover. They're going to call a face mask against Conroe. That's going to give Eisenhower a free first down. So that's the second would-be turnover that Conroe could have had that was chalked off. unfortunate, but it was a great defensive play, despite the face mask, which you aren't allowed to do. I'm sure he didn't mean it, but the officials usually don't take that as an excuse. Ball hits the turf again, but Henry's able to pick it up. Again, Eisenhower struggling with the ball control here tonight.
Henry's pass intended for number 7, Jonathan Corbin, falls incomplete.
It's not bothered Conroe High at all. Hatchett's doing just fine out there. Minute 38 remaining until half. 2nd and 10 for Eisenhower. Again, Ike trailing 28-0. Gonna do another quarterback keep.
Henry with carry.
Gain a few yards.
Braylon Thomas.
Conroe High happy to bend a little bit here as long as they don't let him get into that end zone or be in position to get 3 points even. About a minute 15 and counting until half. Henry going to throw that one out. It's going to be incomplete. Conroe nearly jumped that. That would have been off to the races on a potential pick 6 if they get that. Looks like a flag does come down there. Let's see what this call would be. "57 seconds remaining until halftime. It's 3rd and 6 for Eisenhower, depending on this call.
Personal foul. Defense. Late hit. Number 99.
Second personal foul against Conroe on this drive. That's not great. Another free first down for Eisenhower. I'd say things have gone just about perfectly for Conroe so far in this first half, but that'll give the coaches something to kind of yell at halftime. 1st and 10 throw is incomplete for Eisenhower. 53 seconds remaining until halftime. Again, I still cannot see anything out of the front of the press box, so I'm calling this game watching the video scoreboard here in Moorhead. It's a fade route thrown to the end zone by Ike. Going to fall incomplete. 47 seconds remaining. And bring up a 3rd and 10 on the down and distance. It's Henry looking for fade. Kind of had the receiver in a little bit of space, but again, just off on the connection. Had a few throws like that tonight where they had a chance to make a play and just can't make the connection. Empty backfield here. Heavy pressure applied by Conroe High defense. Quarterback's going to bide the time. It's going to be caught for a touchdown signal for Eisenhower.
Henry's pass complete to number 5, Amari Coleman. They connect for the Eagle touchdown.
Yeah, Henry had to back up there to get that throw off. Managed to find an open man in the back of the end zone there to get the first Ike touchdown of the evening. And cut the score to Conroe High 28, Ike 6. Again, on that drive, there were 2 personal foul penalties that gave Eisenhower 30 yards worth on that drive. Obviously can't have that happen. I'm sure that'll be talked about here in the locker room at halftime. 39 seconds remaining until half.
And that brings our score, Conroe 28, Eisenhower 7.
See if Conroe High's feeling lucky here tonight, or if they'll just kind of get this kick fielded, get what they can, and then kind of kneel out and get into the locker room. Conroe High should receive they will receive the ball out of the 3rd quarter. They kicked. Conroe High kicked the ball to start the game. Eisenhower had the first possession of the evening. So the Tigers have that luxury. .21 lead as things stand now. Conroe High 28, Eisenhower 7. Again, both of these teams coming into this game here tonight looking for their first win of the year. Eisenhower dropped a 21-19 decision to Morton Ranch last week out in Katy. Of course, Conroe Tigers playing Peyto, also out in Katy. And they dropped that one by a score of 14-3. A really useful piece of momentum for Conroe High to carry into district play if they're able to get this win here tonight. Get that kick field cleanly. See if we can get a return. Bust through a little bit. Nice return.
Number 7, Jamaica Green on the return. Coming to make the stop, number 14, Jack Harris.
Oh my God!
33 seconds remaining until half. See what Conroe High elects to do here on offense, if they try and run something or if they just take it in. Back in the gun, giving the impression that they're going to get a playoff here. See what they can get. Looking deep. Double covered. Some early contact there. They want a flag. Lewis Williams, and they get it. There's multiple pieces of laundry that are coming down on the field now. 26 seconds remaining until halftime.
Pass interference. Defense.
Yeah, and I didn't need to do that. They had it double covered. But when you're playing somebody as good as Williams is, sometimes you have to take those chances, and it backfired on them there. The Tigers not complaining one bit. Exactly the kind of play they would have wanted to make. Next best thing to actually catching the ball, getting that interference. Advance the ball out closer to midfield. And that'll put the ball on the 47-yard line, is what's being indicated. So really nice position for the Tiger offense to get aggressive here. Got 2 timeouts left. Eisenhower 1 timeout left. Again, 26 seconds remaining until half. Hatchett back to throw again. Look deep down the left sideline, just out of reach. Was looking for kind of a corner out there. Williams again, the intended man. Mr. All District. Dominated from that receiver position each of the last 2 seasons. Looking to continue that through a 3rd season. Doing a good job here so far tonight. Fully expect him to be back on that all-district podium at the end of this regular season. Great player. 20 seconds remaining until half. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Screen complete. Good job by the execution. He's going to get some extra yards here. He's going to stay in bounds, but they got those timeouts. So, yeah, not a big deal. 12 seconds remaining until half. Conroe High is going to call that timeout. Again, Williams on that catch and run. There goes that man again. Of course, timeout on the field by the Tigers. They'll have 1 left. Again, 12 seconds on the game clock here in the 2nd quarter. 28-7 lead for the Tigers. Getting greedy, trying to see if they can put some more points up on the board. Not sure what kind of leg the kicker has, but we may find out here soon. Again, with one timeout left, Conroe High does not need to get in the end zone necessarily. They can look to hit something over the middle to get all the way into field goal range. The ball is on the Eisenhower 35-yard line right now. It would be a 52-yard field goal from this position. 35 plus 7, 42, and then plus 10, 52. So they've got plenty of options here for what they want to do. Just need to get the pass off. Don't take any sacks. He does. It is a quicker pass, but ball's incomplete. There's going to be 8 seconds left after that. Again, they've got time to run a quicker hitting play, but they've got to get it out of bounds or get it in the end zone. Again, ball on the Ike 35. Would be a 52-yard field goal from this sort of range, as mentioned a second ago. Hatchett looking deep. He's going for the end zone. Incomplete. 2 seconds left. So Williams, of course, intended target. 3rd and 10 for Conroe High. 2 seconds until half. Last play of the half right here. Back to throw. Going to go down to the end zone. Looking for a span. It is picked off by Eisenhower in the end zone. He's going to try and run it out. Will be stopped. And with that, our first half of action ends here tonight from Moorhead Stadium. Your Conroe High Tigers are up 28-7 over the Eisenhower Big Ike Eagles from Aldine ISD. Conroe looking for its first win of the season, on track to do that. We hope you'll stick with us over halftime here. Come back, join us for the second half. Should be a lot more exciting football on the way. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail. We thank you for sticking with us on this live stream here tonight as we kind of push it a little bit later than planned, thanks to those storms from earlier this evening. Looks like the rain has finally let up out there as the umbrellas have come down eventually over the course of that second quarter. Again, great first half of football from the Conroe High Tigers. Defense playing lights out. The only Eisenhower touchdown so far on the evening was aided by 2 personal foul penalties, 30 yards worth. But other than that, yeah, just lights out football from the Tigers. Offense came on there in the second quarter. A little bit of a slow start for both teams offensively, dealing with the wet conditions, but Conroe High coming on like a freight train after that and just racing out to that lead, doing a great job here tonight. Again, we thank you for joining us. If you're watching this live stream, please like it. Hit that bell to subscribe to Conroe ISD Athletics and do the same on our other platforms. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, Conroe ISD Athletics, at Conroe ISD Sports. We appreciate that. Help increase the exposure for what our student athletes are doing. And I will leave you to the bands here for halftime. Again, come back here, join us for the second half. Great football from your Tigers so far here tonight.
Mighty Eagle Marching Band show features music from Carlos Santana. Tonight we will perform Everybody's Everything from Santana 3 album.
the Week, Joanna Gallaga. Social Committee members are Joanna Gallaga, Jordan Graham, Mackenzie Johnson, Lillian Niemeyer, Mackenzie Walls. Military officers, Sophomore Lieutenant Amanda Macias, Sophomore Lieutenant Ariana Mariscal, Junior Lieutenant Addison Barber, Junior Lieutenant Olivia Carper, Junior Lieutenant and Rookie Liaison Taylor Gallardini, Lieutenant Colonel Savannah Boudreau, First Colonel and JV Mentor Madison Moore, and Colonel Mary Kohler. Tonight, the girls will be performing a fun and upbeat jazz routine to Shake It Off. Take it away, Golden Girls.
And welcome back to Moorhead Stadium. We hope you enjoyed that great halftime from the Conroe High Band. Of course, visiting Eisenhower on the other side. Conroe football players are back out going through their warm-ups as they get ready to run through and start the second half here momentarily. Been a stormy night on the north side here, but overcame that over hour-long delay to get started here tonight. So we appreciate those of you who are still with us on the stream, joining us here for a little bit later night than we planned. Got the Eisenhower Eagles coming out of their visiting locker room here to my left right now, running back out. I can see the field a little bit better, but I'll still be calling most of this game by looking at the video board here in the second half. It's a combination of the humidity from the rain plus the air conditioning in the booth has made it just about impossible to see what was going on, at least in the first half, out of the front of the press box. But maybe it'll be a little bit clearer here in the second half, showing signs of recovering just a little bit. But yeah, do my best for you here to watch this scoreboard that we have here in the stadium and report to you what is going on with these plays. I'll also be keeping you up to date on down and distance, the score and the time and things like that until we can get those items back up and running on our streams here at Moorhead. Of course, with the construction going on at Conroe High here next door. It's a few things that we don't have all the way working just yet with everything that's kind of going on in the way we have to run show control here at this stadium, but it'll all get there. But I'm your eyes here in the stadium, and I'm going to keep you all set with regard to kind of what's going on. Great night for your Conroe High Tigers here so far. Took a 28-7 lead over Ike into halftime. Conroe High will get the ball first to start the second half. They kicked to begin the game. Eisenhower had the night's first possession, so nice little advantage for your home team Tigers to come out here in the third quarter and get that first possession. Got Eisenhower and Conroe both out here going through their stretches, making sure they're nice and limbered up. We've got officials out of the locker room now as well, so should be very close to getting action going here momentarily. Again, both of these teams came here tonight looking for their first wins of the season. Conroe High on the way to doing just that, but they've got to keep it up here in the second half. You know, Eisenhower by nature is an explosive team with the speed that they've got. They flashed it a few times when they've attempted deep passes, but they just either haven't been able to make the connection, or Conroe's kind of had some guys around the area to kind of do just enough to put the receivers off before they can make that big play. Yeah, I think the story of the first half for me watching Conroe play is their defensive front has just absolutely dominated this football game, and I mean capital D dominated it. And I've seen free Tigers running through that offensive line all night, so they're just doing a phenomenal job. Want to keep that advantage up here in the second half, keep Ike on their heels. Yeah, and I mentioned it a little bit in the pregame and momentarily in the first half, but both of the coaches here have ties back to their A-League days. Of course, Coach Hardiman for Conroe was coach for a long time down at A-League Taylor, and then Eisenhower's coach, Eric Jackson, was at Hastings for a little bit, so they both spent some time down there on the southwest side of town in A-Leaf. Of course, doing things with their north side programs now. They're both about 4 or 5 years into their respective tenures. So these seniors that they've got on the field are the first class to kind of come through fully under each of their leadership as they try and get their cultures kind of fully installed and translated to the players. And this is about the time period when you look to see kind of the fruits of that labor. It takes time, and that's usually about the time it takes. You got to get that first class from freshman to senior to really have your foundation set in the program. So I've just been really interested in particular with Coach Hardiman, and just to see what he's able to do with this Conroe High program. Of course, the enrollment being at an all-time high for the high school right now. It's like you would think there's some good football players in there, and I've seen some, certainly with Lewis Williams III. Tigers have somebody that's been their talisman now for 3 years on offense. Picking up right where he left off, he's made plays in the first half. Jabarius Hatchett taking over at the quarterback position from the all-district Garlock last year. He's doing a great job here tonight as well, displaying an ability to make plays both with his arm and his legs. Again, it's been a little bit tricky for these teams tonight with the wet conditions in terms of handling the football. Eisenhower certainly had a tougher go of it than Conroe has. Conroe's managed the conditions a lot better. Hatchett's looked mostly unaffected by the wet ball and all that kind of stuff, so he's doing just fine, as is the Conroe team in general. But again, big standout play from their defense, so let's see if they can keep it going in the second half. So we got smoke coming out of the Tiger down on the south end of the field. These Tigers are ready to come back out, so they get hyped up there before their run out. Again, not much time for the teams in our district 13-6A to get things going, because we start in earnest next week with that district schedule just hitting hot and heavy. And in our other action here locally in the district, we have the Woodlands playing Lamar over at Wood Forest. We have that live stream available as well. In addition to that, we've had a few of our teams go on the road here tonight, one of those being Willis. They're all the way over in Temple, over on I-35, playing what should be a great football game. I'm looking forward to seeing that score here after this game here tonight, or early tomorrow morning, whenever I'm able to find that. Porter is visiting New Caney tonight. Caney Creek is making the trip down to the Ship Channel against Galena Park tonight. Dobie played Grand Oaks last night, visited Grand Oaks from Pasadena, and Grand Oaks pulled out 17-14 win in that game. In another district action, we have Oak Ridge on the west side of town visiting Stratford at Tully Stadium. Of course, our game here tonight, Eisenhower at Conroe. And additionally, we have Cleveland going all the way down to South Houston visiting Alvin. And then we have the College Park Cavaliers visiting Klein Kane. And the aforementioned game of Houston Lamar at the Woodlands, rounding out the district schedule for this week. Again, Willis was the team to come out of the blocks with the biggest score last week. They beat Brian Rudder by a score of 73-13. So, yeah, Willis looking like they're going to be a factor. As we get set to kick the ball off, Eisenhower's going to kick it back deep to the Tigers. Get fielded here. Right out, Connor's done a good job returning kicks here tonight. That will get out over the 25. 26-yard line will start. First possession of the third quarter. See if the counter offense and Hatchett can keep that momentum going here in the second half. Once they got Eisenhower on their heels a little bit with great defensive play in that first half, Conroe High Tiger offense stepping up majorly. Hatchett with some touchdown tosses. Some touchdown run in there as well for the Tigers. Should make that, yeah, 2 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs for the Tigers in that first half. Out split back shotgun. Hatchett gonna run around the left side. Nice little sweep, got yards, gonna have a first down, first carry. Ooh, big hit. Wasn't late though. I'm struggling to pick up flags on the field because again, I'm watching the video board, so anything comes in after the play, I can't see it. First down for the Tigers, a great run. It's 11:30 and counting here in the third quarter. This first possession of the half by the Tigers. Empty backfield, gonna motion across now. Quick flare bubble screen out, room to run. Gonna have another first down for the Tigers. 2 plays, 2 first downs. There's a flag down on the perimeter. That may not be good news. And they're gonna call holding against Conroe. 11:16 to go in the third quarter. Gonna repeat the first down, make it 1st and 20, unfortunately, for Conroe. Back us up to the 28-yard line. A little bit of adversity here. Let's see if they can get the yardage back. Hand off around the right side, just all kinds of space. Accelerates through the hole. He's off to the races. He's going to go all the way. Picks up a late block. 10-5, touchdown. They are not going to get him. What a run. Just broke it through wide open. That's the sophomore, Jamaica Green. We've seen him carry the ball quite a bit here tonight, and they just bust that sweep wide open. Do the Tigers. There is a flag that came down, though, late. So that's going to take the points off the board.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense. Number 3. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Call unsportsmanlike there. 15-yard penalty. Back the Tigers all the way up back to midfield, 48-yard line. 1st and 10 down in distance, 10:45 and counting here in the third quarter. Unfortunate to see that big play erased. So they're going to sweep again, going to look for the same gap, but Eisenhower fills it this time. That was number 1 on the carry for the Tigers. Nick Medina, junior, found the end zone earlier in the first half. 2nd and 8 for Conroe after that run. Ball on the Eisenhower 46-yard line. Bunch formation for the Tigers. Hatchett's going to look to the right, going to throw it down the middle. Has his man wide open. Nearly scores through there for a touchdown, but even though he doesn't get quite to the end zone, he gets inside the 15. Great catch there, number 15, Keegan Odell, junior. Like he just sat in the hole there. The defense, good job of route running. Presented himself as a target for his quarterback. Exactly what you want your receivers. We have 9:55 and counting here in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Conroe Tigers. Moving the ball pretty much at will on this drive so far. Hatchett's going to break loose. He's going to go around the left side. He's got a hole. Can he get there? Not quite. He'll be tackled. Bumped out right around the 3-yard line. They're going to mark him. Just inside the 3. Good job by Hatchett. Again, he's got quick feet and a really good ball handler as well. Impressed by the way he's conducting himself here tonight. Again, last year he was serving that understudy role for most of the season. Well, he watched the senior Garlock put up an all-district season, but now it's Hatchett's turn at the wheel. Looking sharp here tonight. Gonna run up the middle, touchdown. Oh, ball comes out at the very end. Well, touchdown is being signaled on the near side. They're gonna say the ball came out after. So that'll be touchdown Conroe. Move the score to 34-7 to the Tigers. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third. Apologize for missing the number on the running back that carried that in. Got into the pile there where I couldn't see it by looking at the video board. PAT attempt. Could be good.
Extra point is good.
And with that, the score is now Conroe 35, Eisenhower 7. Great opening drive to the second half by Conroe. Doing exactly what you would want to do coming out of the halftime discussion. Going right down the field. Showing some maturity as an offense to come out with the right mindset. Again, the Tigers moving the ball at will on that drive. Had no issues whatsoever with Eisenhower there. Found a lot of gaps. First in the running game, and then they also hit some holes in the passing game as well. Hatchett contributing with his speed. Just a nice balanced drive, really good drive. I think that's probably my favorite drive of the night from Conroe so far, just with the mix that they achieved there. Great home opener so far here tonight from your Tigers. Just bring the ball out to place it for our kick. appreciate all of you staying up late with us here tonight. Again, encourage you to please like this video on the YouTube live stream. Hit that bell to subscribe to Conroe ISD Athletics. Also find us on Twitter and Instagram, Conroe ISD Athletics, at Conroe ISD Sports. District Athletics website as well. You'll find news and links to these streams that we're able to bring as Eisenhower breaks this kick return loose. Going to bring it out close to midfield. Just nibble it on the return. We've been looking for him to get involved all night, and that's really the first time that he's been able to have kind of a positive contribution from what I've seen here tonight. Surprising for a player of his pedigree to not touch the ball more than he has, but of course, Conroe Tigers not minding that one bit. So Zacchaeus Henry comes back out with the Ike offense. Have to call a timeout. First charge timeout to Ike. Game clock's actually continuing to run on the scoreboards. At the 9-minute mark right now in the third quarter. First and 10 for Eisenhower. The ball will be on the 45-yard line once play resumes here. Clock continues to tick away. 8:45. Now they're going to get ready to resume action here. Have stopped the clock now. I wonder if they just now figured out it was running. See if we get a reset. Yeah, they will reset the game clock to 9 minutes and 16 seconds. Didn't think we were quite in run rule territory yet, or mercy rule territory yet. Eisenhower, ball near midfield, trying to keep fighting in this game that they trail by 28 points to Conroe. Snap back to Henry. Flag's going to come in from the far sideline, though, so that'll be a non-play. Offsides on Conroe. Bonus 5 yards to Big Ike there. Ball right on the 50 now for Eisenhower after that penalty. It's Henry set to take the snap. Quick throw. Conroe can get it wrapped up. Good job of battling by that Eisenhower receiver. That's Niblett. Eisenhower's best player. 9 minutes exactly remaining here in the third quarter. Ike offense with a lot of work to do to get back into this one. Got a little something working now, first and 10 in the Conroe half of the field. Another quick throw. Catch and run once again. Nibble it again. All of a sudden, he is heavily involved here tonight. Spent most of the first half wondering where he was. Where he was in the offense, that is, because I don't remember him getting a touch on the ball. Now they're going to fake the quick throw and go deep down the sideline, but ball thrown well out of bounds. Conroe had the coverage there, one-on-one. 8:21 remaining here in the third quarter. Your Conroe High School Tigers leading 35-7 on the scoreboard. Second game of the 22 season for Conroe. Looking great here tonight. First home game. Looking deep, almost an incredible catch. Intended man was Niblett again. A little bit high on the throw. Niblett had a hand on it and nearly came down with an incredible play. Kind of a double pump on that throw. Almost one-handed. We'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for Eisenhower. Ball on the Conroe High 29-yard line. 8:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Again, throw over the middle. That one falls incomplete. Had a receiver in the neighborhood there. That was Joseph Albright, a sophomore. For Ike that was in the neighborhood there. Again, when I think of Ike, I think of that triple option from the 90s. So when I see him running the spread, it takes some getting used to. Ike, I know, is that beer triple option. Back in their heyday, they were incredible. In the early to mid 90s, one of the most beer programs in the Houston area back then. Game. We have a timeout on the field. 4th and 10 for Eisenhower. 8:07 remaining in the 3rd. They're in, of course, go territory here. The 4th and 15 now after that delay. Looks like Ike will punt. Somewhat surprisingly. Going to go just into the end zone. Nice effort by the Eisenhower player to try and get it down. Couldn't do it, so Conroe's going to take the ball on their own 25. 7:59 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Conroe High offense coming back onto the field, looking to add to their 35-7 lead. Hatchett and his troops huddle there to get the first play from the coach. It's been all Tigers here tonight. Home crowd will have to be very satisfied with what they've seen from their troops here tonight. Hatchett back to pass. Gonna throw it, receiver fell down. Intended man. Looks like it was Nigel Leday, junior receiver there, just losing his footing, which is understandable in these conditions. As well as these fields drain, got to be hard to keep your footing, but really Conroe High's done a great job of it for the most part tonight. They haven't looked particularly affected by these wet conditions that we've had thanks to those huge storms that moved through earlier this evening. It's another sweep. Conroe's had a lot of running game success here in the second half, and there it is again, nearly popping that one for a big game. Is Green, Jermico Green, that sophomore running back. We've been calling his name a few times tonight. Looks like an explosive athlete when he puts his foot in the ground and gets up the field. He has touchdown sort of intentions from the look of it. Got that burst. Speed option pitch. It's a little messy. Let's see if Conroe got on that ball, maybe loose there underneath. Let's see who comes up with it. Tricky play to execute there. Bring on the punt team. Looks like Conroe did recover.
Play recovered by the Tigers. So bring up 4th down.
Conroe High will have to punt it back to the Eagles here. 7:16 remaining in the 3rd quarter here tonight. Still 35-7 on the scoreboard for Conroe. Tigers took their opening drive of the third quarter right down the field on Eisenhower to take it from 28 to 35 there in the third.
Buffalo Chevrolet, with Forest National Bank, Colonial Herman, the Woodlands Medical Center, Houston Methodist, the Woodlands Hospital, and Nova Auto Group.
Conroe High will start district play next week against Caney Creek. Be right back here next Friday night, Moorhead Stadium.
Seems punt being down at the 35-yard line.
We hope all of you on this stream tonight will join us again next week if you can't be here in person or just watch it back. It's a lot of fun to watch games back and see things that you don't really get an appreciation for live. In football, there's a lot of that just because there's so much going on live. It's easy to miss what's happening, so even on a first watch through for something live like this, it always helps to go back and watch a replay. You pick up so much more when you're able to kind of rewind and just take a totally separated look at a game. Separated from the heat of the moment, I guess you could say. A lot of knowledge to be gained from watching games back on film. So we encourage you all to do that and watch our streams back. .625 and counting here in the third. Bring up a 3rd and 4 for Eisenhower after that play. Again, just overall dominant display from this Tiger defense tonight. Very impressed by how they've looked. And Eisenhower's made a couple of plays, but Tiger defense has just refused to break it all here tonight. As mentioned, of course, Conroe High opening district against Caney Creek next week. And the week after that, they'll have Willis also be here at Moorhead. Another Friday night game. I believe that'll be homecoming as well for Conroe High against Willis on September 16th. Of course, that game against Caney Creek will be next Friday night, September 9th. Again, district play starting in earnest for 13-6A, and I'm pumped to see how this is going to turn out here in the district this year. 9-team district, only 4 are going to make the playoffs. Henry back to pass, fits it into a tight window there. Or did it drop? Looks like incomplete. 5:16 on the game clock here in the third. It's your hometown Tigers well on their way to earning their first win of the 22 season. See if they can show some maturity here late in this game and just keep playing solid football, minimize mistakes, not do anything that makes the coaches want to yell at them on Monday when they come in for film review. Coaches can usually find something. That's what you learn when you watch yourself back on film. Don't take anything personally. Football is a game of details. Just little adjustments, just getting that 1% better. Just finding those little things in each rep. because that's what separates great teams from good teams. Catch and run up the sideline. That's Niblet. Again, he's been largely quiet for most of the night, but now he's calling his shots out there, seemingly getting the ball a lot after being largely uninvolved in the first half. Ball on the Conroe High 5-yard line. So Ike's going to try and run it in around the left side. They're going to go just short, though. Ball will be around the 1-yard line. Eisenhower trying to tack on his second touchdown. Eisenhower's first touchdown of the night in the second quarter was heavily aided by penalties, 30 yards worth of penalties, in fact. So we are nearing the 4-minute mark remaining in the third quarter here tonight. Henry has a mix-up in the backfield there, runs into his running back. Looks like somebody went the wrong way there as Henry tapping his helmet. Oh, and the ball came out there at the end. Conroe High's going to recover that. Wow. That was really hard to see in that pile. Looked like Mark Johnson, Sr. was the first one running out with his hand in the air. Not sure who actually ended up with the ball for the Tigers, but wow. That's a really useful turn of events for the Tigers. Looks like a really nice hit applied there. Is, again, Eisenhower confusion on that handoff. Conroe defense alive to what was happening there. Put a big hit on him and recovered the fumble. Bring up a 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 4:07 remaining here in the third quarter. Again, when it's going right, it's all going right for Conroe here tonight. Eisenhower on the doorstep of getting their second score there, but Conroe says not so fast.
Timeout.
A timeout on the field.
Second charge. Timeout.
For those of you who stuck with us on the stream here tonight, anyone watching this back at a later date, we appreciate you staying this deep into the game with us. Watch it through to the end here. Watch these Tigers do their thing, support the hometown team here tonight. Again, we encourage you, please like this video, hit that bell to subscribe. Conroe ISD Athletics on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, Conroe ISD Athletics, at Conroe ISD Sports for the handle on those two platforms. Keep up with everything going on in the district, and there will be a lot of it this year. In 13-6A expanded to 9 teams, thanks to 3 new schools joining in the fun. Pass complete to the near sideline. Nice little catch and run there. Get Conroe out of their own end. Number 6 for Conroe on the catch, Raylan Reese, a junior. And I like the assortment of players getting involved here for the Tigers tonight. It's not just Williams, who was heavily involved early, and he's kind of taken more of a back seat here as Conroe's built their lead. Get several players involved here tonight, so Hatchett's doing a great job of spreading the wealth. Hatchett snowed under there in the backfield by heavy pressure from Eisenhower. Not much he could do there. Going to get sacked. Might be the first time that's happened all night by my count. So we may cut away here so a Conroe player can receive some attention on the field. We're at 3:25 remaining here in the third quarter tonight. Again, your Conroe High School Tigers leading this game 35-7 over Ike. Ike being gracious enough to make the trip up I-45 from the Aldine area there. We wish all the Eisenhower fans that have made the trip here tonight, of course, the band and anyone else associated with the team, a safe trip back down 45 back home here tonight. A little bit later than we planned, as we've talked about. Be a 1st and 16 for Conroe after that sack once play resumes. Again, just a really good night of football from Conroe High here tonight so far. Yeah, and as I mentioned a little bit ago, one thing the coaches are looking for is for a team to show some maturity. You have a big lead, let's keep it, let's keep playing hard. Don't start making kind of lackadaisical errors that give the other team a chance to get back in. And wide open space here on this pass, swing around the right side, just all kinds of room to run. He's still going, nice moves. Great catch and run, number 1, Nick Medina, a junior. Underclassman getting it done here tonight for Conroe High. Hatchett, the senior, getting everybody involved. That'll bring the ball all the way down to the Eisenhower 35-yard line. 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here tonight. It's Medina on the carry, it looks like, again up the middle here on the run. Gain a few yards. Remaining in the 3rd quarter of counting. So 1st and 10 play for Conroe, and they'll bring up 2nd and 8, 2-yard gain. Hatchett wanted to go fast here. He'll rifle this throw. Just out of reach of his intended man. It's like 5 Cameron Thomas was the one he wanted there. Bring up a 3rd and 8, ball on the Eisenhower 33-yard line. Great chance to make a nice conversion play here. Let's see what happens. Speed option. Got positive yards. Let's see it. Right, spotted again, number 1, Medina, Nick Medina, junior, running back on that carry. And that will be a Tigers first down. Great job of conversion football there. I like that little speed option play that Conroe's run tonight. You know, had a fumble a couple times. Number 7, Green, sophomore Jamaico Green checks back in, had a very successful night. Gonna swing it out to him here in space. Gonna make first guy miss, second guy miss, still on his feet. Gets knocked forward, great run, wow. He's making it a real impression here on me tonight. Like he has got quite a bit of skill in the bag. Lots of things in his toolkit from the looks of it. Good job of balance there when he made that 2nd man miss. 1:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Again, Conroe High up 35-7 over Big Ike, looking to add even more. Ball is on the Eisenhower 9-yard line when we get the next snap here. Team huddles on the sideline, getting a play from the coaches. Just a really polished performance all around here tonight by your Tigers. I would think Coach Hardiman's got to be pretty pleased with this. Of course, as the nature of the game works, you'll always find things to work on, improve. But at the end of the day, game's about getting that result, and they've been really impressive in doing so here tonight. Good positive night of football. Looking ahead to district play in that race for the playoffs that, you know, the Tigers are want to be in the thick of this year. In my opinion, the 4th spot, I mean, really the 1st through 4th are wide open, but I think especially the 3rd and 4th playoff spots are going to be up for grabs in really anybody's ball game. So obviously the Woodlands is probably going to be the district favorite. Willis should be in the mix. Oak Ridge had a really young team last year. They could be in the mix. Of course, Conroe High, And then you've got College Park and Grand Oaks there as well, and we'll see if New Caney, probably the strongest among the new additions to the district. We'll see how they do. Going around the left side, not a ton of room, keeps himself alive a little bit, but just has to take it out of bounds in the end. And that was Nigel Leday, junior. Ball is on the Eisenhower 14-yard line, 30 seconds remaining in the third. As Conroe looks to add to their considerable advantage here. Trying to run that speed game again, get the pitch to him, somehow touchdown Tigers. Wow, I don't know how they made that happen, but they did, and it's a touchdown. That was not for the faint of heart on that pitch. Jermico Green finds the end zone again, sophomore. It's at least his second on the night, maybe his third. Like I said, that appeared to be another kind of speed option style pitch, but there was some traffic in between Green and the quarterback there, and I'm not quite sure how they pulled that one off, but they got it done. See, PAT here is good, and with that, your score is now the hometown Conroe Tigers 42, Eisenhower 7, 17 seconds remaining in our third quarter of action here tonight. Conroe rolling. As the Tiger Band and drill team strike up the tune. Having a good time down there tonight. We hope you all that have joined us on this live stream are enjoying this as well. My name is Jeremy McGrail. Happy to be back in the saddle for a second year doing Conroe ISD broadcasts. Enjoyed all the games I did at Moorhead last year, enjoying tonight as well. Had to look out of the side window here in the press box because of the humidity from the earlier rain has basically made it completely I cannot look out of the front of the press box at all, so I'm having to watch this game via the Moorhead video screen by looking out of the side of the box. So not ideal conditions, but I hope I've been able to paint a little bit of a picture for you all here tonight and help bring this action here in Moorhead alive for you a little bit better. I'm trying the best I can to help you out with the score clock down in distance, because we don't have those graphics available here on the Moorhead streams just yet, with some of the challenges surrounding the new construction that's, of course, ever present here on the Conroe High School campus, which any of you associated with this area will be intimately familiar with. If you're a student or faculty here at Conroe High, you'll be overly familiar with it. But it's going to be beautiful when it's all done, I can tell. Just looking down that end of the field towards the high school campus. And I believe this time next year we'll have a renovated press box as well here in the stadium. Be pretty cool. And with that play, the third quarter is going to run out here, and Eisenhower and Conroe High will flip ends of the field as we start the fourth quarter of action here tonight. Again, Conroe High leading Eisenhower by a score of 42-7. Your local boys on it tonight in every phase. Teams will huddle with their respective staffs as they flip ends with the officials here. Eisenhower ball on their own 25-yard line here to start the fourth. 2nd and 10 down in distance. Got 3 timeouts left for Conroe, 1 timeout remaining for the Ike Eagles. Run up the middle into space, nearly off to the races there. It's number 28 running back. He is actually not on the Eisenhower roster that I have in my hand, so apologies for not being able to give that player his due. He's had a couple of promising runs here tonight. But again, very difficult night overall for Eisenhower. Just not much going their way. It's been all for the home team here tonight up until this point. 11:53 on the clock here in the fourth, as we look to wrap up the action here tonight. Again, pushing it late here tonight, 10:30. Again, a little over an hour late starting because of that massive storm that was just kind of sitting just north, kind of northwest of the stadium, not moving. Eisenhower will have a 1st and 10 after that nice run. Motion across the formation for Ike there. Looking for his intended man, can be incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10. Heavy pressure applied by the Conroe Tigers there. Nice celebration after that, and they deserve it. They've been playing lights out for most of the night. That was number 43, Braylon Thomas, back there celebrating with Mark Johnson, number 99, defensive lineman. Nice to see a couple of seniors having a good time out there for your Tigers. So we approach the 11-minute mark remaining in tonight's game, 3rd and 17 now. After that meeting at the quarterback by the Tiger defense. Again, pressure applied, gets away from it momentarily. But the Tiger defense going to make that play, shut him down, as they've done pretty much all night. Just feasting. Bring out the punt teams once again here. Lose the handle on it, but looks like Conroe's going to fall on that. Good job preserving that possession. Again, conditions coming into play there a little bit. 10 minutes, 2 seconds left in our game. Your hometown Conroe Tigers leading this 42-7 over Eisenhower. Very impressive 2nd game of the year for Conroe. Again, bouncing back from that loss to the defending Class 5A Division I state champions, Katy Pato, last week. Traveled out to Legacy Stadium for that one.
Number 28.
Pato has a phenomenal defense. led by one of the top recruits in the country, I believe, at DT. So, yeah, Conroe wasn't likely to have an easy time of it in that game, but here tonight, all gone according to plan. Second 10 after that incompletion. 9:53 left in tonight's game. And again, the Tigers will quickly turn their attentions to that opening district game against Caney Creek right back here at Moorhead next Friday night. Hope you'll join us on that stream. Well, Celeb has an open man down the field. Do they make the connection? Yes, they do. It's like Medina on that catch. Been heavily involved here tonight. Again, got way behind the Eisenhower defense there. Was kind of waiting on the throw to come down and made a nice catch. Put the ball on Eisenhower's 48-yard line after that catch. Just under pressure there, went down.
Brought down by number 99.
Hatchet was trying to get around that right side, couldn't quite get loose, but sometimes you just get what you can and live another play. Game clock is at 8:48 and counting here, remaining in the fourth, 2nd and 15 down in distance. Hatchet back to pass. He wants more tonight. He's got his man again. Williams going to take it around there. First down for the Tigers.
Number 5, Cameron Thomas. He picks up enough yardage for a Tiger first down.
Might have been number 5, Thomas, on that catch. He's been quite involved here tonight as well, making plays. Impressed by the array of options that Conroe seems to have on the field here tonight. See that translate in district play as well. It's Williams, the intended man there, couldn't come down with it though. The 8:17 remaining in the game, bring up a 2nd and 10. Or 3rd and 2 rather. 2nd and 10 on the down and distance. Sorry, I was reading the wrong number on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. 8:17 left in the game. Conroe High holding on to that 42-7 lead. I think they'll manage. Right, nice move. Really nice move. This guy's been impressive all night. Nick Medina Jr. just shook that defender there who was in the alley trying to make the play. Getting that extra yardage and a Conroe Tiger first down as we move under 8 minutes remaining tonight. Tigers on the march on the 22-yard line of Eisenhower after that run. Hatchet thrown to the right again after Williams, but sails it over his head just a bit. 7:31 on our game clock after that incompletion. Ball still on the Eisenhower 22-yard line. Just right rifle throw. Not much room to work with their tight throw on that sideline. I'd like to thank all of our crew here tonight, the ones that are out there in the elements here tonight filming. See an umbrella up down there on the field with one of the field cameras. A lot of hard work goes into these broadcasts behind the scenes. I have the easiest job of the entire bunch up here in the booth. I appreciate the efforts that go into putting these Conroe ISD streams together for you each week. Several people involved. Toward the end zone, touchdown, Tigers. Great throw and catch there. It's very accurate on the throw. Number 6, Braylon Risa Jr. for the Tigers. That's another touchdown to bring the score to Conroe 48, Eisenhower 7. 7:18 remaining in the ball game tonight. Just making sure there's an exclamation point. As we await the PAT here. So it's up and good. Conroe 49, Ike 7. 7:18 remaining in the fourth here tonight. Again, as I was saying a second ago, just very thankful for the crews that we have to put in all this work to bring you these Conroe ISD live streams each week. And remember, as you're watching this stream, just please like the video, hit the bell to subscribe. Go check out the other streams that we have on our Conroe ISD Athletics page as well. Done from last week, the start of the season, and that we'll continue to do throughout district play. Bring you a ton of football in Conroe ISD this season. Open for some playoff runs as well. As the Tigers get ready to place the ball down and kick it off. I'd like to thank the traveling Eisenhower supporters for making the trip up 45 and wish them safe travels back home. Eisenhower tries to return this one, going to get the edge. Good speed and balance by that return man. It's number 2 for Ike. And that return looks like Tyler Hutcherson, a senior. Again, Eisenhower, very proud tradition at that school, in that community. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, like Eisenhower, if you're around this Houston area and following high school football from the late 80s to mid to late 90s, Aldine High and Eisenhower were both 2 of the elite programs in all of Texas, really, but in the Houston area, they were the best, along with Jackie Yates at the time. Just powerhouse programs. Of course, as time has gone on, things have kind of shifted around the Houston area. That's changed, of course. Eisenhower not quite that elite force that they were in past years, but still a lot of pride down there, and you can tell each year that they've still got some talented football players that put that uniform on. Conroe stacks up the backfield yet again tonight. They've just been all over that backfield in this game. .658 remaining in the game tonight. Your Conroe High Tigers leading Eisenhower 49-7. Just a pretty much perfect night for your Tigers as we take a timeout on the field. water bottles being passed around. Again, we hope you'll join us again next week for that Caney Creek game. As the Tigers open their district account, 13-6A, and look to begin that march to the state playoffs. It's not going to be an easy district this year. It's never easy, but this year especially. It's like you've got some teams that I think should be really good, and I think it's going to be a really competitive race for positioning in that top four. When you look at teams like the Woodlands, Willis, Oak Ridge, I think should be pretty good this year with the talent they have back from last year's super young team. A year ago, Oak Ridge was victorious in their first game of the season, 23-13 over Brenham last week. Of course, in addition to that, New Caney is making some noise here. Out of the blocks, they've got some talented players. We'll see how they translate, making the jump up to Class 6A. Never an easy thing to do, but they've got some really good football players. They've got a running back. Kendrick Riscano, I believe is his name, or Kenrick. He is committed to Michigan State. And I got to see him in person last week, and that dude is legit. Let me tell you, he's got everything that you need in a running back. In addition, between Willis, New Caney, the Woodlands, Oak Ridge, Conroe, Grand Oaks, you got College Park there as well. They've been making the playoffs recently. And then you got Cleveland and New Caney as well for newcomers, so it's going to be a really fun district to watch, and can't wait to enjoy that with you all. So we'll approach 6.5-minute mark remaining in the game here. Be a 2nd and 13 for Eisenhower. All right, fire downfield. Going to be incomplete. Bring up a 3rd down. 6:10 on the game clock after that incompletion. They're going to wind it. Oh, 1st and 10. Okay. Guess they got the line to gain there. It's hard to tell if that was completed or not from my vantage point. As they drop back for another pass here. Scramble, do a good job actually of buying time. Does Henry. Throw go out of bounds. It'll be a 2nd and 10, 5:50 on our game clock now. Some of the crowd slowly filing out here tonight. Can't blame them. Late night. They've got the kids, but plenty also remaining here on the home side to see things out. So a nice little contingent from Eisenhower hanging around as well, trying to support their boys. Get a run up the middle. Nice high-level football being played by that Tiger defense here tonight. Now that I've seen this Tiger team here tonight at Moorhead, I'll be following their progress, obviously, through district to see how they're translating there. See if I get another one of their games to call this season, hopefully so. Tiger defense celebrates there, clapping it up down on the field as they should. They've had a heck of a night. They deserve the plaudits. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Conroe. So they'll put the finishing touches on this very impressive win. As they huddle on their sideline to get some remaining instructions from the coach. We'll see if they start rotating in some new bodies here now. Looks like it. So I have a new quarterback in the game for the Tigers. I believe it's number 16, Arjit Singh. He's going to hand to the ever-present Whoa, what a run. He is going to break loose. Wow. Okay. Jamaico Green, welcome to your first home game. He has had an amazing home debut here tonight. Getting the handoff direct there, sweep around the right side. Shrugs off the first, second, and third tackles. Tried to shake the fourth, but couldn't quite get away from that one, but what a run. Up the middle run, into plenty of space. Gonna dance through, off to the races. It's gonna be another touchdown, Tigers. That's gonna be over 50. Nice touchdown run, largely untouched. Tigers just all over the shop here tonight, just getting it done across the board. Is that Trey Simmons on that run? Number 34, I believe. Again, doing my very best with the numbers here tonight. Having to watch the video board all night because the storms and humidity combined with the air conditioning here in the booth fogged everything up to where I couldn't see out of the front of the booth. So I've been having to look out of the side window all night. Watch everything on the video board. Bit of a challenge.
Extra point is good.
Kick is up and good, so that moves the score to Conroe High 56, Eisenhower 7. .409 remaining in our football game here tonight. Conroe will place the ball down and get ready to send it back to Eisenhower after their latest touchdown. Eight touchdowns on the night for Conroe, impressive. So Eisenhower's going to try and field that one. Ball comes loose there at the end, but Ike falls back on top of it from the look of it. Eisenhower will take over possession. 4:04 left on the clock. Ball will be on the Eisenhower 18-yard line here. Run there. Conroe defenders just throwing the Eisenhower running back around there. Got a second 15, 5-yard loss on that play. One of many plays the Tigers have made in the backfield here tonight. Quick throw out. Good job swarming by the Tigers.
Henry's pass complete to Bryce Foster.
After getting a look at Conroe here tonight, just very interested in how they're going to hold up in district play. As we approach the 3-minute mark here, remaining in our game tonight for Moorhead. Good to see the weather held off so we could get this game in and the kids could get out here and get their reps. Looking dicey there for a little bit. So that storm just didn't want to go anywhere. That was kind of hovering nearby the stadium. We kind of got the side of it here in Moorhead for a while. Weren't getting the full brunt of it, but we were getting just enough of it to delay the game. But we're happy we got things underway and that you were able to join us here tonight. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail. It's been my pleasure to be your eyes in the booth here tonight. Very impressive night from your Tigers. So Eisenhower's going to send the punt. Going to be fielded and run around the right side. Got some space. Good tackle by Eisenhower there to prevent a longer return. Got 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in our game here tonight. The Tigers will take possession once again. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game on the Eisenhower 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Hand the ball up the middle. Eisenhower will wrestle that down right at the line of scrimmage. We have a timeout on the field with 2:13 on the clock. 2nd and 9, so that did actually gain a yard. This late juncture in the game, Conroe High is mixing some new players into the ball game here. Trying to get some reps. Get some game time for some different players here. Run up the middle, all kinds of space. Can break loose around the right side. Nice run. Be down inside the 35-yard line. Around the 34, they'll mark that. Mark it on the 35, so they're going to say 3rd and 1 for the down and distance. Should be right about to the point where we can kneel things out here. We're at 1:37 and counting on our game clock. 15 seconds on the play clock. Run up the middle once again, shakes loose around the right side. Wrestled down rodeo style there around the 25-yard line. Probably 26 is where they'll mark that. 1st down for the Conroe Tigers. Should be the last one of the evening there. They should kneel it out here from this point. Looks like victory formation. Your Conroe High Tigers are going to take this win 56-7 over Eisenhower. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail. Appreciate you joining us on this Conroe ISD broadcast. Again, like the video, hit the bell to subscribe as you're watching this YouTube stream. Again, Conroe High School going to play Caney Creek to open district next week. Please join us right back here next Friday night here at Moorhead for that game. And one more kneel's going to do it. And with that snap, that'll be the end of our football game. Very impressive win overall for Conroe tonight. Just clicking every pace of the game. Dominant defense, offense, special teams. Phenomenal effort by your Tigers. Again, thank you for joining us on this broadcast. We will see you next time.